Hey guys, hope you are doing well. In this short lecture, we are going to study how to find wholesale USA suppliers. We can apply the same practice in literally any other market to find suppliers for any other country. Let's say if you want to do Amazon Canada, we can apply the same practice. Just change your country to Canada and find suppliers there. Secondly, this is not about finding brands, because working with brands and just through emails, contacting them and getting their approvals, that's pretty tough. And you also have to contact like 500,000 brands, and then you get barely 1 or 2 approvals. And I'm not quite experienced with it because I have not managed to find very good brands just through emails. So I also do not personally recommend it. If you can find, that's like good for you. The methods which I use are like these 3 methods. First of all, being through Keepa, product finder, and reverse sourcing. With a product finder, the same practice can be applied if we use Helium 10's black box or Jungle Scout's product database. So there's no need to get worried that we have to apply different sort of filters. It's going to be the same with just minor changes which you can figure out yourself. So let's go to this product finder. And this, by the way, for the ones who already have studied Keepa, so that will be alright. With sales rank, of course, we want a product to have a certain sales rank. I think it should remain under 100,000. I want Amazon to be out of stock, and all these required filters like my new price should be at least 15 or whatever suits you the best. With categories, it's in Keepa we can only select one main category. In Helium 10's black box and in Jungle Scout it's a bit different. We can select multiple categories at once as well. So whatever suits you better. Just like, for example, we have to go into sports and outdoor suppliers, number of products that fulfill all of these filters. Now I want at least 2 sellers to be in there, or 3 sellers to be in there, to avoid any kind of private label products. So now my 450k products are filtered down to around 32,000. Sorry. I can click on show only one variation per product. This is not a Keepa class. I'll be discussing it later on. With 90 days out of stock percentage, I want Amazon to be out of stock 60 to 70% at least. If you want 100%, you can type that in as well. With rating, I want it to be like 4-star rating. With weight, I want my product to be maximum 3,000 grams. That's once again, there's no need to filter it down that much, but since we are still getting 9,500 products and it's not humanly possible for us to go and search each one of its suppliers, so as long as we are getting a good range of products, we'll be like good to go. And just click on these find products. So now you'll be having like various products and we can work our way from there. Alright, so let's say we get this thing. One thing which I would like to do in here in order to make these results easier for me to understand is bring this brands column at the very start. Just a minute. Alright, so now you've got brand, now you've got your product title, you also have got a product image. Another thing which you have is it's ranked according to the sales rank, which I do not recommend, because for the sales rank which are like pretty low and have very high sales, it's going to be quite tough to get their approvals. So I'd say sort them randomly and sort them according to the brand, which will make it much easier for you guys to navigate around whenever you want to go back and start from where you left. You can just mark that okay, I did it till the numbers are coming first. Let's move on to another page. Alright, so if for example you say that okay, I've done my research till 1791 gun leather, and after it I'll continue, you can just straight away apply the same filters, sort it according to A to Z in your brand column, and you'll have the same sequence there, and that will be much easier for you to navigate around. But alright, so in here, if we want to get to these products, what I'll basically do is, first of all, I'll open this one. This is the data which Keepa shows me. What I'll basically do is just have a look at its buy box stats. Is there buy box rotation in this product, and other than that, is the BSR good enough? Of course, we have applied those filters already, so we are like quite sure that it is like good enough. One thing which I see in here is that the sellers have got a very high review count. So I don't know if I should go into this specific item or not. But one thing which I'm sure about, that okay, this brand is not selling it. There's like no brand dominancy, there's no Amazon dominancy. So I might go into, so I might, try to contact their distributors. If, I get their approval, there might be tens and hundreds of other products which might also have sellers with much lesser review count. And maybe, I can have a chance to go into them. So what I'll basically do in here is, I'll copy this product title. I'll go to Google. I'll make sure my Google search settings are set to USA, and I'll just type in wholesale USA after it. So right now, I get like multiple sources from where I can source from. Not necessarily, I should go with this brand's website. It's better to, go with other wholesale websites, and from here try to figure out who can be the best wholesalers which you can work with. Secondly, with wholesalers, one sign of a wholesaler is that they always give you an option to sign in and to view prices. A few of the wholesalers, they already give you the prices as well, but they always ask you for a company name, for a business address, so you can sign up and get their best quotation. Because if a source link is only displaying you the price and is giving you an option to add to cart and then proceed further, it's just basically a retailer, and your reseller certificate and your tax exemption certificate, that's not going to bring you any benefit, since it's just like buying from retailers. And once again, if Amazon asks you for an invoice, you will not be able to provide it, and this could lead to an intellectual property claim or a copyright infringement. So that's why we do want to avoid these sort of products. And even if we want to go into these arbitrage products, we have to make sure that we have pre-checked that if there's like any IP complaint in there or not. But coming back to a wholesale point, this is how basically a wholesalers look like. One thing which I do is, I'll just try to go and sign in and sign up with this wholesaler. With signing up, I'll see, all right, okay, this is just a sign in. Let's go to become a dealer part, and we'll see that it's asking us for a business address. It will ask us for a company name, for a business phone number as well, which upon submitting, we'll be able to get access to these prices. So this clearly shows that it's not entertaining any seller who does not have a reseller certificate. It is not entertaining any seller who does not have a company registered. So that just differentiates you from all the other sellers who do not have a company name, who do not have an LLC registered, and those typical online arbitrage sellers who are just in there to do online arbitrage and not thinking about long-term transitioning to wholesale sort of stuff. So that's why signing up with these kind of wholesalers, it's like very important. So after you sign up with them, these prices might show, and then you'll be able to figure out that okay, this is the price where I'm profitable at, this is a product which I want to go into. You can send them the application, they'll they'll just proceed with ordering. So this is one way of finding wholesalers. Now you can play your way around it. You can apply more and more filters. If you want to go into high ticket items, you can just type in minimum price to be $70-$80 and find wholesalers in there. If you want to go into a certain category, you can do that as well. If you want to go above a certain weight, or you do not want to put any weight restrictions, you can do that as well. So there are like multiple filters which you can play with, and hundreds and thousands of options which you can get, and from there basically you can funnel out that which kind of wholesalers you really want to work with, and which kind of products you really want to go into. So that was like one way of finding products. Another is like through Google, and with Google we've got like these two filters, with location or with category. So one another way of finding wholesaler which has worked literally the best for us is finding through Google. What we just have to type in Amazon FBA wholesale suppliers in USA, and I'll be having multiple suppliers, especially in Wholesale Central. Okay. So I can just go and sign up with these suppliers. They might be having lots and lots of great products which I can sell on Amazon, and from there I can work my way through. Secondly, what I can do with this second point with location is I can do this, that for example Amazon FBA wholesale suppliers, I'll just try to go into a city. Let's say my client is situated in North Dakota. I'll just type, or maybe he's in California. I'll just type in California, and then I'll have a list of multiple wholesale suppliers who reside in California. what I can do basically is, just open up now different sort of like these links and try to figure out that which supplies are the best. One another way of finding this is, just removing Amazon FBA. Now finding out wholesale suppliers in California, USA. And now you'll be having a range of hundreds of suppliers which you can easily open your accounts with. Alright, if I open this link, with this one I can see I do not have lots and lots of suppliers in here, except these one. Okay, I can open them, and I can sign up with them as well. Liquidation.com is a great supplier. They do give you out liquidated products which other sellers are not interested in selling, and they've just sent out that inventory to be sold at very cheaper prices. We can get a good deal in here and buy from them. They're not very particularly authorized to resell, but still we are able to get hold of very great deals in here. With this top 10 best wholesale suppliers who are situated in Los Angeles, California, if you're, for example, your client is situated there, you can figure out all of these suppliers. You can take out their websites and copy their contact information. I think you already have studied how to generate these leads. It's nothing but just go to these suppliers, copy their links, copy the phone numbers that they have, copy their emails, just go and email them, try to contact them through various sources, so you can establish a good buyer-supplier relationship with them. So this is how you basically search suppliers with location. One another point which you can do is with categories. So for example, if I want to go to wholesale suppliers who are located in California, but I want suppliers in home and kitchen category, I can just search in home and kitchen wholesale distributors in USA, or in a specific location. So that's how you can literally filter around hundreds and thousands of different niches, hundreds and thousands of different filters which you can apply on these Keepa's product finder and other tools, as well as on Google, and try to figure out hundreds of suppliers from this same method. So this is what I want you guys to do, to find out multiple suppliers using these same techniques. Try to be as much creative as possible, because now everyone's going to search home and kitchen wholesale distributors in USA. You have to filter it down to some other filters as well. For example, you can go to home and kitchen wholesale distributors, but not in USA. Let's go to just Seattle. Let's go to just Texas. So that way you'll be more specific. You'll have a wide range of suppliers. Once you go through multiple states, you'll have a very wide range of suppliers, which then you can note down, and then you can contact them at once. You might be able to get lots and lots of approvals in this way. This is like a much better technique and a much successful technique than Keepa's product finder or reverse sourcing. Thirdly, best bet is always trade shows. One catch to it is that we cannot go into trade shows as service providers residing in Pakistan or in any other country other than the States. We cannot go into these trade shows, but what we can do is, we can just arrange these trade shows for our clients. If like they're okay with it, if they're available for it, we can arrange these for them. We can ask them to go out there, sign up with these different. So this is one way of generating supply leads. What basically we did with this one was that, we found out wholesale suppliers in North Dakota, and we mentioned their address, we have mentioned their contact numbers. So what now we want our client to do, who does reside in North Dakota, to just contact them, and if it's possible for him to just go and visit him, these suppliers, to get more and more brand approvals and distributor approvals. So that was for this short lecture. I guess I've covered most of the points here, and this is like the total finding wholesale leads, finding wholesale distributors and suppliers summed up in just 15 minutes. So I hope it was like valuable for you, and thank you.